36K? 36,000? 35.
Yeah, pour forward. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna be towing with this swimming pool for Boone. Just kidding. Towing Old Faithful Texas Pride this morning with my new truck, Ram 3500. Speaking of Boone, look at him in there. He's ready to drive. Diamond Seas currently has a tractor on it right now, and we got to go pick up a machine. Well, we're meeting Arthur. Might as well make something out of the trip. So let's get on the road. Alright, so the game plan here today is Arthur brought all these attachments up and a machine, and it may not have been pretty heavy. So I hauled the machine off. We're going to take it back to the dealer today. He brought his flatbed up, and we're going to load up the Rotabeck, FAE head, and the Bradco brush rake on his truck. And we're going to have to, this one's an awkward one, so I put it back on the pallet, and we're going to have to be creative with it. Alright, got all the gear loaded up. Let's go ahead and start this thing warming up so I can track it the half-mile out of here. Let's see where I have my key. That's where we're headed today, boys. Not with this machine, but the other one. Thing I like about this rig compared to the Rayco, the old skid steer Dad's got, you have to get in there, put your belt on and the bar down to start that old rig. This one, you just stick the key and start it like you should, so you don't have to go through that process to hop in it to warm it up just to get back out. We'll check in what Arthur's got going on up here. I got a couple more straps in the truck if we need them.
Worked out perfect, dude.
Did it?
Yeah.
Just so you guys got an idea, this right here costs more than your pickup. Just the center one. Then the other one's not far behind it, and I don't know what this one costs back here with the adapter plate. not cheap cargo, just for a pickup load. So we put the heavy, or the expensive one, in the middle. So if it gets loose, it ain't gonna fall out. On the move, boys, on the move. Oh, bud. Truck. Look at this little rat rod of a drone. Dude, that'll kill somebody. You can't even see it on the camera. Dude, way too fast. I like it. Oh shit. Oh, we gotta be on the run position. Where the heck was it? Oh, it's right there. So we'll go to number 3 and we'll change these trailer brakes, and then we'll change it to electric, because I had these on 10 before and it wasn't strong enough. So now I put it on electric heavy, and it does it. So you got high for the hydraulic ones, you got the settings for that too. So bada bing. Now we got good trailer brakes. And I just hit a button.
I really want to tow the Cummins ones. I should actually do mine.
Alright, I got the 12 loaded up on my rig. Arthur's got all 3 attachments on his for the Mechalek. I don't have any air in the airbags for this load. Ram 3500, it does pretty good with this kind of a configuration. About 25,000 pounds is decent for it. We put her on the tow haul, and then auto exhaust brake now that I got my trailer brakes set to the high. Because before, I didn't know about that setting. The dealer told me about it and where to change it. The dealer for my new Diamond C trailer. And by the way, Arthur has a Diamond C trailer. Mine's exactly the same as his. Say this much: wow, outstanding customer service and warranty. Outstanding. Every bit of what I heard they were capable of as far as their customer satisfaction. So Diamond C, I'm glad I went with you guys, I'll say that much. Jacob, if you're watching it, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Thank you, brother. Arthur really appreciates it. Got Arthur back there following me. He had been taking a back road to get up to this job, which is way worse than taking the highway. You guys have seen this video coming down this several times now. But he's following me right now, so he knows the lay of the lands a little better, because this is up in the hills. He's used to running down the valley. But he's got a detuned cab and chassis Ford. Very confusing that they detune a truck that's capable of hauling more weight. I don't know why they do that in any brand. So I have a high output Ram 3500, rated to tow more. It's got more horsepower, 385 horsepower. And so I've been he's following me. So I've been charging the hills, and we pulled over to check the load. We had a strap loose on his, and he was like, "Truck moves." Like, yeah. Gets her done, but now we're going downhill. He doesn't have a factory exhaust brake. I've touched the brakes once coming down this hill. I'm doing 44. I'm really kind of milking it just so he sees the potential one of these trucks had. Not saying the Fords don't have the potential nowadays when they have the factory exhaust brake. His truck's a 12, doesn't have it. But stock Ram 3500, solid horsepower, good low end grunt with the Cummins, and that stock exhaust brake. I have about 25,000 behind the truck right now coming down this decent hill. I've hit the brakes one time. I'm about to upshift because we're about down to the freeway. This truck, every time, it always amazes me. It really starts to make me think maybe the new generation Dodge might be a better option than that big rig that I haven't ordered one. I'm not even gonna kid you on that, but you never know. I'd like to try out one of those new rigs and see what they're all about prior to buying anything new. You always got to try every option you got. So this truck is doing solid for this weight, I'll tell you that much. See what Arthur says when we get back to the house. Come down here, it gets even thicker though. Oh. It's kind of funny, that setup right there comes dangerously close to the same price as this whole piece of property. Park over here so we can get the thumbnail. It's all about the thumbnail. We'll get Arthur's reaction to. I think I used my brakes 8 times in the last 15 miles. Okay, definitely those two. Truck, trailer, and tractors, that cost extremely more than this whole property did.
Made it pretty good, huh?
Huh?
Made it pretty good.
How many times do you use your brakes?
Man, the weather's nice, huh?
Ah, the sun is shining and the sky's blue. You count how many times I use mine?
Yeah.
How many?
I think it was way less than mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's accurate.
So I was pretty impressed with the exhaust
I
brake.
think I used 8 times or something, 8 or 10. Stop signs don't count.
Yeah, dude. If anybody buys a truck, they have to go with the exhaust brake.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Well, I don't. It's kind of funny. Yours didn't come stock with it, but what are you gonna do? Freightliner. Freightliner. I didn't break the news of. Arthur's all smiles. I'll say that. I'll let you. Maybe I'll go down there with you when you get it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The bomb down there. Maybe we'll take my truck. All right, let's go inside, get some breakfast. Let the old 3500 cool down, man. That thing, you guys ask, I hardly ever actually clean these trucks, so if they look clean, it's camera, I guess. Anyway, guys, we still have to go down to Global today and drive around some tractors. All good? All good?
I got kind of scared. I thought this one was
Oh no.
They usually don't run like that.
Yeah,
But yeah.
my bad.
No, no worries. Cool.
I just checked all my brakes, or all my hubs, see how hot they're running. They were all about 110, 114, except for one was 130. But that's not bad considering we just came down out of the mountains. We're about hitting the valley. I was going to brush that off earlier and forgot, but it looks like most of it, Mother Nature accepted it. Am I hitting any trees?
You were brushing some.
Yeah?
Just like the small branch.
Watch out, you got a car coming.
Yeah, like the small branch.
Yeah, I was looking at a couple of them, but I was like, oh, whatever.
Back when I used to haul cars, I had a S65 AMG. It's like 140 grand.
Yeah.
This was wrapped black, and it had to be up top. Dude, I was like, that was nerve-wracking. I'd be driving and there's like a branch, and I was just physically that reaction.
Screw that.
Yeah.
Did it get hurt? Oh.
I couldn't wait to unload it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, no thanks on that car hauling business. One machine costs as much as 5 cars, but, oh, 5 crappy cars, I guess.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want a bunch of expensive cars. This thing. Oh, that's good. The dang mirror's falling out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, let's fix that. Is that my forks, Jim? Did you put the blanket on there last night like you said you would?
I did.
Get some road miles on them bad boys? Those are nice.
I took care of them.
Is that scratch?
If it is, go find Joey.
Joey! He's like, sorry boss, I was just moving them out of my way so I could put something else there. Those are good. We'll get a skid steer and let's unload Arthur. Just kidding. We'll get something better than that. Maybe a Mechalak. How about that? Well, time to give the old girl back. Take one of those. Is that one mine over there? Huh? Ah, I just put that thing on this morning. Did you? $1,700 license plate. That's cheap. Arthur's cost more. He don't even put his on. Well, I guess I could have left my at least one tie down out so I could take my pallet forks for the Kubota. Let them unload it with that. We were going to use a Mechalec, but it's just so much easier to just use a forklift. Alright. I'll maneuver this machine. You hold this item. Arthur, bring your trailer on the way all day. It's like 10,000 pounds more than what Vulcan did.
For 24 months.
Put one track on your trailer and one track on his trailer.
All the size it? That'll do. 136K? 36,000?
35.
Check this precision over here, Jeff.
What is that, 1 inch?
Half inch. That's how we do that right there.
You thought you knew what you were doing.
Oh, look. This thing is very smooth for what it is. Tracks, they don't even feel like they're these big standard rubber coated things. What do you call those? Big jokers. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since we were down there at Global, but I can only say it is a blessing just to be able to hang out with that crowd down there. fact that they're willing to let me drive those tractors and test them out and make videos on it. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate that. And hanging out with Arthur, it's nice to be around somebody that I can relate to so much. Arthur is equipment hauler, running the Ford. He has a similar Diamond C, and it's going to get even similar if it all goes to plan. But I want to talk a little bit about how everything was riding going down there. So when I had the Mechalek on there, that is a 20,000+ pound machine. I've never hauled it before, and it's very, very much central. All its mass is kind of in the center when it's boomed up like the way I had it. And at first, you can see the blade from it right here. That is the line. So I thought it didn't have enough tongue weight because I was getting a little huck and buck action. So I moved it even farther forward. Made it worse. But I just rode it out because, well, it was actually like an hour and something. I just rode that out. It really sucked. So, get down there, talking to Jim, and he said, "You had way too much tongue weight there, guy." I said, "What?" Because, let me elaborate. How I have the excavator right now is completely different than how I used to ride it on the other trailer, and I'll show you that in a second. But today, I took his advice and I tested out a couple spots. I drove up and down the road. Well, on the way home, I had the machine unchained, drove down the road. If I didn't like how it rode, I would move the machine. So I started farther back than what I had originally rode with the 080 and didn't like it. So I moved it even further back, and yeah, it rides significantly better. So you guys can see I got like 6 feet worth of space right here from the blade to the neck. We'll go over here. I gotta unload this sucker tonight, I think. I don't have to, but I'd prefer to. But you can see for the last 3 years, I've had the blade. Those are all the blade marks. Probably 1,000 times the blade is rode right there on this trailer. And I've never experienced the huck and buck factor that I was getting from that new trailer. So, you know, it's a new trailer. I got to get used to it. And the biggest thing about it is pre-sprung, and it's got quite a bit more spread on the rear end here. You can see, you know, we're at 10.5. That my foot kind of fits in there, you know. Come over to this one. By the way, I have a pretty good cold right now. I'm laced up on Dayquil and cough drops. So, you know, that's like, I'm going to say 8 inches more of spread. Probably 40 to a 48. Little bit of a learning curve is taking an effect right here, but I have this thing back 3.5 feet from where I would tow it with the other trailer, and it rode nice on this trip home, I'll say that much. And these speed binders, you guys keep asking about them. I believe it's speedbinders.com. Check them out. Steve hooked me up with these, and I'm actually really, really enjoying these. When I hauled with the old trailer, I had my old binders. That seemed like, ooh, man, that was rough. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end this one right here. I got a couple videos stacked up for you guys. It's been a busy weekend. But oh yeah, by the way, the blue thing's down here. If you guys haven't seen the blue thing, it's a multi-track RT30DT articulating mini wheel loader. It is a freaking savage. I got a grapple bucket on the front. It's got, I don't think it's got what you'd call a high flow, but it does have 4-in-1 capabilities and all that good mess. And you can run trenchers and stuff. It's all good. But I gotta unload that and unload that. I gotta go get some soup. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a long one, but it was a fun one for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit them buttons, like, comment, and subscribe. And comment what your favorite setup currently is, the way they are set up. New truck with old trailer. By the way, if you guys were wanting to know what I call the trucks, I still call this one my new truck when I'm not talking to you guys. I don't know why, even though I got a newer one. But Old Faithful, new truck, 3500. Which is your favorite setup right here? Comment it below. We'll see you guys in the next one. As always, hit them buttons for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. See you guys later.